And politicians can't deliver this message. The prophetic community must do it. Only prophets can stand up now and take on the false prophets and say, no. Attend to matters of justice, set things right between the people, rescue victims from the exploiters. Don't take advantage of the homeless, the stranger, the orphan, and the widow, and stop murdering. And so, for freedom's sake, for justice's sake, for truth's sake, for the sake of the present, the sake of the future, the sake of all those whose blood we stand in that they shed before we ever got here, we must deliver Jeremiah's message in the 21st century and demand change. Because this truth has in it hope. The rest of the verse says, if the leaders listen, this nation will be well. But it also says, if they don't, this nation will be abolished. But the prophets always believed, if I tell the message, there's going to be a remnant that'll hear it. And so it's time not to sit back and just let things happen. It's time for us to still believe up above my head there's music in the air. There must be a God somewhere. I know we in this cute time, and I got my brothers and sisters, my atheist friend, and we walk with them, and I love them. And I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm just talking about me right now. When I see some of the demonic stuff that's happening in the name of policy and the way in which people are being controlled by something that cannot be human, and their wickedness in high places, and they're willing to control and destroy the lives of people, I must believe there's a counter force in the universe. And I hear that force calling. Tell them living wages and guaranteed protections for the poor are my orders. Tell them not destroying this society and environment is my orders. Tell them labor rights and affordable houses is my orders. Tell them fair policies for immigrants is my orders. Tell them equality in education is my orders. Tell them loosening the prisons that have locked too many of our people up is my orders. Tell them health care for everybody is not Bernie's orders, is my orders. Tell them fighting the proliferation of guns is my orders. Tell them to stop lying about Muslims and being anti-Semitic toward Jewish people, and stop punishing Palestinians and applauding Netanyahu. Those are my orders. Expanding voting rights, they're God's orders. Protecting women, God's orders. Loving the LGBTQ community, if I made them, you better love them. God, my orders. Equal protection under the law is non-negotiable. Those are my orders. We got to deliver it to the courts, deliver it at the ballot box, deliver it at the pulpit, and deliver it to the State House, to the White House, to the Capitol House, which is our house anyway. So Arthur, you invited me, and I went to fasting and praying. And the Lord spoke to me, and I confirmed it with somebody else. I ain't told Liz and nobody else. Said, you can't do this tonight and leave it there. So since we got Muslims here, and Christians here, and Jews here, Ramadan is over. June the 4th. Arthur, I'm asking you, in the 50th year, you and your partner and others that are here, Liz, on June 4th, on June 5th, let's put 1,000 rabbis and imams and Christian pastors in full vestment and walk down the center street of Washington, D.C. and deliver God's orders. 1,000 of us, unified in the name of the God that is and above everything. I want to work on it. I don't know what it'll do, but I know what's going to happen if we don't do it. the leaders will say they didn't know. It's time for us to make sure that ain't no excuse that anybody can ever claim that they didn't know what God wanted. Jeremiah is gone, but we are his sons and daughters, and the same God of Jeremiah is calling us today. Go down to the king's palace and tell him what my orders are, and then watch me go to work on the heart of this nation. Amen.